Trump tweeted out the very definition of what we like to call making up shit. And in his world, forget words, even numbers are losing their meaning. Y'all remember Y2K when the entire world freaked out over just 2 numbers missing? Imagine a world where every single number is under assault. Grafiti believes that real facts, real data, and real numbers actually matter, and that everyone should have access to them in their hands so they can fight bullshit like this on social media the moment it starts to spread. Especially at a time when, according to Pew Research, over 70% of adults get their news from social media. Yet over 90% of people don't even trust the content they see on there. My name is Farhan. I'm a former data journalist with Al Jazeera and co-founder at Grafiti. And me and my team of data analytics experts are kind of riled up, kind of pissed off, because we believe that data does matter and that it can be used to move social conversations forward. Now, we're data nerds. We care about data, but does the average person care? We think so. We partnered with AJ Plus for a Facebook Live experiment back in March, centered around guns data. And in 24 hours, it reached over 20 million people, with 70% of that traffic coming from mobile. And more than that, we got 5x the typical engagement on shares and comments, because in the comments section, people went nuts, just trading data that they thought was relevant. And we thought it'd be amazing if we made it easier for people to talk, smack back and forth in the moment with data. So we began to study, began to learn about this. We talked to lots of storytellers who don't have experience with data. People like Taylor, who is a fellow at the AP and a journalism student, who loves to tell stories on the go like most of us, and wants to use data in the moment to counteract stuff but lacks those skills. I don't blame him. Making the chart should be as easy as posting a pic to Instagram, but it's not. There involves a lot of crazy steps, a lot of searching, a lot of downloading, a lot of different tools just to get to a single chart you can tweet out. I had the same problem as a journalist, but it just wasn't mine or Taylor's. According to a recent survey by Google News Lab, over 74% of the world's media organizations take 24 hours or longer to create a single piece of data journalism content. In a world where fake facts spread faster than real, the experts need help with this. And it's with those pains in mind that we built Grafiti, which is a mobile-first approach to exploring trusted data sets from public and private institutions, uncovering insights, and sharing those thoughts to social or wherever as fast as you can. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So Taylor can open up Grafiti. He's taken to a page and he's going to fill with insights that he creates. He clicks on the bottom right to start exploring. And first sees basically a feed of data sets. What we've done is put description, added context to what these data sets are about. You can see links to different places where those data sets come from, so you can verify whether or not you trust those sources. So he's riled up as we are. So let's just see what's going on. It's popular. Here's something, a President Trump approval or disapproval poll from 538. He clicks on the link, looks legit. He opens up the data set, and instantly he's taken to a place where he can start messing around with data with his fingers. Right now I'm looking at disapproval in yellow and full approval in blue. You can pinch, zoom, look at the values, tap up here to get more info and see what else is in the data set. You realize that this also covers US adults and US voters, so let's take a look at those. Let's dive a little deeper. So he simply clicks on US adults approval in red and US voters approval. And notice something interesting, that US voters seem to approve of Trump more than adults do. And this kind of worries him, so he wants to socialize this. He can change the way it looks really quickly. He can pick something else. Doesn't want to politicize the colors, so pick something neutral. This next, and says something very journalistic and responsible. Let's see, like that. And that's it. He can instantly share a story to Twitter and get a conversation started. Now, that's just going from thought to chart really quickly. What about having conversations? So Taylor's friend Juan texted him earlier today with a link, and let's see what he's talking about. It took Despacito, wait, what? Okay, this is a chart of all the all-time, the growth of video views on YouTube, and seeing Despacito took the same number of views that Gangnam Style took years. Okay, I'm sick of this Despacito shit. Give me 1 second, I need to respond to this. Because I am, so he clicks here, he's taken immediately into this conversation where he can see Juan's thought, and don't really care about side, he's all news, but he does care about Bieber, and he wants to respond with his own thoughts on this. So he finds a better view, and instantly he can respond to his friend Juan with a simple comment. Beaver's a force, not a one-hit wonder. Let's keep it real. That's we have conversations and post content with data in seconds, not hours, not minutes, not days. Because it's not just media companies that have trouble making charts and socializing data. Anyone who has to make a chart, whether it's for a pitch deck or for some interactive experience, has these issues. Places like UNICEF that have awesome data on famines that they're trying to reach younger donor audiences on social media. They just seem to care. And places like Sparks and Honey, a division of ad giant Omnicom that has tons of cultural insights that they're trying to get out for content marketing to the LinkedIn audience. And they all share these pains, and they're all partnering with Grafiti to help seed an ecosystem with awesome data and awesome content, again, from public and private institutions, where people can come with curiosity, people who want to learn, people who want to talk smack more accurately. They can leave with knowledge and socialize those insights, and these guys get valuable engagement from stuff like data that's usually locked up and not being leveraged, and we're providing the key for them to do that. We're also making it easier for them to even create those interactive contents by using a web layer as intuitive as our mobile experience that plugs into the different data APIs, publishing platforms, lets them add annotation and context, like Sparks and Honey is doing over here, and even lets them create more social forms of exciting data content, like data vids, not just data vids, like we're helping the economists with. So we're starting with 3 verticals: media companies, NGOs, and ad agencies. We validated a different SaaS price for each, giving us a total addressable market of over $5 billion. And here's what we plan to do over the next 18 months. So we got 2 announcements. Number 1, our app is available for download in the App Store as of today. And second, we've signed UNICEF as our first customer and launching a worldwide campaign with them next week. And we're also in talks with the AP and Sparks and Honey to sign on as our first true enterprise-wide customers for our web platform. In the next 6 months, we're bringing our web app beta to market. And we're coming out with public-facing web and Android apps. We're going to onboard some awesome customers with great data, including Thomson Reuters, and Edelman, Gardner, Moody's. And we're also going to bring out Slack integrations, iMessage integrations, to put data and conversations in hand where people actually have conversations, not just on desktops. At the end of 18 months, we're going to reach 75,000 MRR with 140 customers, and come up with what we think the first version of a humanized data engine is, where you combine data and context. Kind of like Genius, but for data. We can actually understand how data resonates and what matters. Because for us, the world goes beyond just media, beyond NGOs, beyond data nerds. Data is everywhere. It's in your fitness trackers that you brag about every day. It's in your fantasy leagues. It's in your apps. We want the world to be a smarter place so people can share insights around data. Because we believe data is the key for helping stories be told, minds open, and voices heard. And we hope you join us in helping us end the bullshit once and for all. Thank you.